Qatar Airways, based out of Doha, has repeatedly been known as the best airline in the world in terms of service and overall passenger comfort. In this video, I will be giving a sense of what it's like to travel ultra-long haul from the Middle East to the United States during the age of COVID. That is, with respect to what has changed in terms of service on one of the airline's best aircraft, the Airbus A350-900. Qatar Airways was the launch customer of both the Airbus A350-900 and 1000 variants, claiming to have state-of-the-art technology and superior passenger comfort on these jets. Want to find out if the A350 is truly ahead of the curve? Then join me on this 16-hour and 35-minute adventure from Doha Hamad International Airport all the way down to Miami International Airport on their A350-900 in economy class.
Ryan Little.
At the current moment, I have just arrived on a 5-hour flight from Madras in India on another A350-900, and I am currently connecting to the next flight to Miami. If you are traveling into the United States, it unfortunately isn't as easy as it used to be in the past. As of current time, you will need proof of a negative COVID-19 RT-PCR test 24 hours prior to your departure leaving the country, or proof of recovery regardless of your vaccination status, which is given the increase of COVID cases during the winter and the recent Omicron variant. Anyways, connecting here at Hamad International Airport is fairly smooth. I arrived in the A concourse and my flight to Miami will be departing out of the C concourse, specifically gate 6. In order to make this connection, you have to make a long walk to the transfers area, and then shortly thereafter, re-clear security. Once you re-clear security, you are led to the main terminal of the airport, with a gigantic 20-ton teddy bear in the center of the terminal. It was made by Swiss artist Urs Fischer. Here we are at gate C6, where we'll be flying Qatar Airways Flight 777, operating this flight down to Miami. Once you make it to your gate, you will need to do another dedicated security and passport check before entering the gate, leading you to a waiting area where the gate agents will call boarding zones. So it is imperative that you secure any essentials needed before entering the gate area. Qatar organizes their boarding using 3 zones, which will be found on your boarding pass and assigned to you during check-in. Your status and fare class you have chosen will determine your boarding zone, but generally you would find economy class passengers to be boarding last. I was in zone 2 for boarding for today's flight. The Qatar A350-900 has 2 cabin configurations, with one having newer Q-Suite business class and the other having the older business class. This aircraft has the older configuration but however has the updated economy class seats that you would find on the Q-Suite interior. This aircraft has 283 seats in a 2-class configuration. There are 36 seats in Qatar business class in a 222 configuration, followed by 247 seats in economy class with the 333 configuration. For this flight, I will be sitting in seat 31A.
Of the One World lines. After you have found your seat, please place your hand luggage over the storage compartments or the seat in front of you. Customers seated at...
Waiting on my seat today was a pillow, which was very comfortable, also with a dark gray blanket. Soon afterwards, the flight attendants also handed out hygiene kits, amenity kits, and headphones for the in-flight entertainment.
لسيادتنا المغادرة إلى ميامي يرجى التأكد من وضع أمتعتكم المحمولة. الفيديو في مقصورة التخزين العربية وأسفل المقعد الأمامي يرجى ضبط جهازكم الإلكترونية وهواتفكم المحمولة على وضع الطيران والاستمرار في مراقبة علامة رفض حظر الاحتمال.
We're here to make the greatest safety film for one of the most awarded airlines in the world.
You've got their attention. Those lovely people on board. This is for you. Okay, Rob, back of the net. That means go.
Exits and walkways must be kept clear at all times. Baggage should be securely stowed in the overhead compartments or under the seats in front of you.
So you heard him, move it!
In-flight entertainment monitors should be folded away.
That's it! Find the space! Slot it through! Close it down! Shimmy to the left! Shimmy to the...
Still got it? Thank you.
Well done. Continue, Rob.
Sorry.
Pulling the mask towards you will activate the oxygen supply. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, adjust the band to secure it, and breathe normally. When your mask is fitted correctly, then you may assist others.
So, your life jacket is either beside you, next to you, or underneath your seat. Levkovsky, come and join me.
When instructed by the crew, remove it from its container and pull it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten in front, pulling firmly to secure. Only inflate your life jacket after leaving the aircraft by pulling the two red toggles sharply downwards.
No, don't all do it. Wait until you're outside.
You can also inflate or top up the life jacket by blowing into the mouthpiece.
No, look.
The life jacket has a whistle to attract attention and a light that will automatically illuminate when in water. Infant life jackets will be distributed by cabin crew.
Rob, you better run the film while I get this lot sorted out.
To help with final preparations for takeoff, please ensure your seat is in the fully upright position. Your window blind is up, your tray table is folded up, and your seatbelt is fastened. That's great. All right. You've seen the film, now read the card. You'll find it in the seat pocket. It shows in detail each of the safety aspects of this aircraft. If you have any questions, the cabin crew will be happy to help.
connected on board with our next generation Super Wi-Fi. Just enable Wi-Fi on your laptop, tablet or smartphone. Join the Oryx Comms Super Wi-Fi network and choose your plan. Existing Privilege Club members can enjoy 1 hour of complimentary access. Then sign up today and get your 1 hour of complimentary access.
As we depart out of Doha, let's now go over the seat back that is offered on this aircraft. Each economy class seat has a great 32 inches of legroom with a solid 17.5 inches of width. With myself being around 6 feet tall, the seat definitely is great and is super comfortable. Then comes the seat pocket, which has one big and two smaller ones for better organization, and then a nice folding tray table that's nice and slim, as well as that can move towards you. Then above that is the universal power outlet along with an NFC reader to connect your device to the in-flight entertainment system. Above that is the IFE system, which is adjustable in case the person in front of you reclines. And then there are numerous controls that will allow you to call the flight attendants, turn the reading light on, power button, volume, and navigation controls. At the bottom is a USB port and the headphone jack to connect the headphones. There's also a coat hook on the side of the seat in case you need it for your belongings. Then come next are the overhead controls, which are above, looking super futuristic, containing the usual call button, reading light, individual air vents, and the sign displays. Now let's have a look at the Seatpack Literature, which includes two things, the safety card and the air sickness bag. After that, Qatar provided the Hygiene Kit and the Amenity Kit, so now let's have a look at what items are stocked in there. In the Amenity Kit, there was a toothbrush, an eye mask, a pair of socks, some lip balm, and some earplugs. Overall, a very good amenity kit that has everything one might need on such a long flight. In the Hygiene Kit, there was 4 hand sanitizer packets, a pair of gloves, and 1 disposable mask, which was good, but could be better if there were more disposable masks for this 16-hour flight. Now let's have a quick look at the seat itself. It has 2 nice and comfortable armrests with a recline button, having really good recline. Followed by a very well padded seat and one of the best adjustable headrests I've ever used on an airplane. About an hour into the flight, the meal service started. Now there were 3 dishes that were there to choose. One was a chicken sausage dish with eggs, spinach, and potatoes. Another was butter chicken makhani served with rice and vegetables, and another vegetarian dish which I don't recall. Unfortunately, only the sausage with eggs were available, so I went with that. It came with the main dish, along with a fruit cup, flavored yogurt, some cranberry juice, some water, some bread, and metal cutlery, which I always appreciate. The taste of this meal could be better. The eggs had no flavor, the spinach didn't taste the best, the sausage was somewhat okay, but the potatoes were good. The sides were also very tasty this time. After that meal, we were all told to close the window shades, and I shortly then fell asleep after staying awake for almost 26 hours. I woke up about 5 hours later, finding ourselves flying over Eastern Europe. Such fantastic views of the mountains covered with snow. Now let's review the in-flight entertainment system, Oryx One, which is by far my favorite in-flight entertainment system with over 4,000 movies and TV shows to choose from. The numbers there speak for themselves. This system is absolutely amazing. It's up there with ICE Entertainment from Emirates. It has many things such as the map, lots of information about the airline, and many other movies to watch as well as many games to play. And they will be showed within these 5 minutes of footage. After that, let's have a look at the lavatory. It is of a good size and has all the amenities that one would need in an airplane bathroom. It also has some perfume, some tissues, and some cups there on the side as well. It was also decent in regards to cleanliness and was usable, which is good. Mood lighting on this flight is fantastic. Since these came up, it's about time for a mid-flight snack, right? I had the choice of vegetarian sandwiches, a veg potato pastry, or a chicken pastry. For this snack service, I chose the veg potato pastry, which was served with apple juice. All in all, it is a great mid-flight snack that was, by the way, served 8 hours into the flight. After a little bit, I decided to move up to seat 28K for some time. I spent roughly around 3 hours there, but moved back before the lunch service started again. Fast forward to about 3 hours later, I moved back to my seat 31A, and so far I'm feeling well rested and satisfied with the flight service. The beautiful pink mood lighting came back on for the lunch service, and then the flight attendants continued to come around and serve our meals. Here is the second hot meal for today. Some chicken and okra with some spicy yellow rice. It came with a quinoa salad, some cheesecake, and the same metal cutlery, water, and bread. But for the drink this time, I chose a Sprite. Overall, this meal was fantastic. The main course was super flavorful, the salad was actually great, but I think the highlight of this meal was the cheesecake. The cheesecake on this flight is some of the best cheesecake I have tasted ever. More often than not, I find that the desserts taste way better than really everything else. But I digress. Overall, I really enjoyed the food and was without a doubt way better than the first meal that I had. Before I knew it, it was time to make our initial descent into Miami. So let's wrap up this ultra long haul review with my 2 cents on this flight. The airport experience at Hamad International Airport was great, with pretty good connections and lots of areas for shopping and dining. The seat and the aircraft on this flight was fantastic, and is built to withstand flights of this length, while maintaining some of the best fuel efficiency out there. The food was good overall, however the first dish needed some more work, but overall it was okay. 2 hot meals and 1 snack is also very ample for such a long flight. I appreciate that Qatar is giving this much food on this flight. The cleanliness of the aircraft is great. The flight attendants frequently clean the lavatories and collect any trash, and they also strictly enforce the mask mandate as well, which is good to see. The in-flight entertainment system was amazing. However, my screen did not work the entire flight, but that wasn't a problem as the one in the middle was usable and I had an empty seat, and the flight attendants also came to fix it at the end of the flight. Overall, this flight left me really satisfied. Qatar Airways is by far my favorite airline to fly with internationally in terms of their economy class, and today's flight was no exception. My rating is a perfect 10 out of 10 stars. Literally nothing has disappointed me today overall, and one's expectations will definitely be met on the Airbus A350-900. Now sit back and fasten your seatbelts and enjoy this amazing approach into Miami.
سيداتي وسادتي، مرحبا بكم في مدينة ميامي. التوقيت المحلي هنا يشير الساعة 3:45. حرصا على سلامتكم يرجى البقاء في مقاعد مع ربط الحزمة الأمان حتى تتوقف الطائرة تماما ويتم إغلاق علامات حزامات الأمان. يرجى توخي الحذر عند فتح مقصورات التخزين العلوية مع التأكد من اصطحاب جميع متعلقاتكم الشخصية ووثائق السفر.
And that right there wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm currently heading over to immigration to the US Customs as per a normal procedure done upon arrival, and then I'll be picking up another American Airlines flight to Orlando on board their Boeing 737 MAX 8. Be sure to watch out for that video and a couple more videos, and I'll see you in the next flight review. Goodbye.
Ryan Little.